Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Podcast, where we learn English through real, daily life conversations. I'm Ava.
And I'm James. Wow, Ava, today we're talking about something that happens to literally everyone, grocery shopping.
Oh my God. Yes! James, I went to the supermarket yesterday and I was there for almost 2 hours.
2 hours? For groceries?
2 hours! I walked in thinking I would grab 5 things, and I left with a full cart and no idea how it happened.
But you went in with a plan, right? You knew what you wanted?
That's the thing. I did have a plan, or I thought I did, but then I got there and everything changed.
This is so real. Okay, so let's be honest here. Grocery shopping in the USA can be really stressful. There are so many choices. The stores are huge, and somehow you always spend more money than you planned.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about today. We're going to share the struggles that everyone faces at the grocery store. And more importantly, we're going to give you a real, simple solution that actually works.
Because nobody wants to spend their whole Saturday at the supermarket, right?
Right. So let me start with what I think is the biggest problem. The choices. There are too many choices.
Explain that to me. What do you mean?
Okay, imagine you go to buy cereal. Just cereal. You walk to the cereal aisle and there are like 40 different boxes. 40! Do you want healthy cereal? Do you want chocolate cereal? Do you want organic cereal? Do you want the one that's on sale? And now you're standing there for 10 minutes just reading boxes.
I have done this. I have 100% done this.
And this happens with everything. You need milk. There's whole milk, 2% milk, 1% milk, almond milk, oat milk, soy milk. It's crazy.
So you get overwhelmed by all the options. That's problem number one. What's the second problem?
Okay, problem number 2. You cannot find what you need. The supermarket is like a maze. The layout is confusing.
But don't they have signs? Like arrows on the floor or something?
Sometimes. But the signs are not always clear. And even if there are signs, they're not always accurate. Like, I'll see a sign that says, milk is in the back. But when I get to the back, I find different products. Or sometimes the sign is old and nobody updated it.
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I remember I went to a new supermarket last month. I needed to find flour. Flour should be easy to find, right?
Where did you find it?
I walked around for 15 minutes. 15 minutes for flour. I asked 3 different people. One person told me it was in aisle 7. Another person said aisle 12. I finally found it in aisle 9, in a place that made no sense.
And the funny thing is, every supermarket is different. You learn one store, and then you go to a different store, and nothing is in the same place.
So you waste time just walking around looking for things. You get frustrated. And honestly, you probably buy things you don't need just because you see them while you're wandering around.
Which brings me to problem number 3, impulse buying. The checkout line is so dangerous.
The checkout line. Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
You're waiting in line, and there are all these snacks and candies and magazines, and you're just standing there. Your brain gets tired. You think, you know what? I'm going to add this chocolate bar. I'm going to add these chips. Why not?
And then you pay $50 more than you wanted to spend.
Exactly. Your budget is gone. You came to spend $30, and now you're paying $80.
So we have 3 big problems. Too many choices. Can't find what you need. And you spend too much money because you buy things you don't need.
Right. And now the good news. There is one simple, easy solution that fixes all 3 problems.
I'm ready. What is it?
Make a list before you go shopping. That's it. Write down what you need before you leave your house.
That sounds too simple.
But it's not simple because people don't do it. Most people just walk into the supermarket without a plan. And that's why they get confused and spend too much money.
Okay, so explain how this actually works. How does making a list help with all three problems?
So first, the choices problem. When you have a list, you know exactly what you're looking for. You don't spend 10 minutes comparing cereal boxes. You go, grab the cereal that's on your list, and you move on.
Okay, that makes sense.
Second, you can't find things. When you have a list and you know the items you need, you can ask a store worker, "Where's the flour?" They tell you. You go get it. You're in and out. No 15-minute walks around the store.
In problem number 3?
Problem 3 is the impulse buying at checkout. When you have a plan, a list, you stick to it. You get to the checkout and you don't add extra things because you know you only need what's on your list.
But doesn't the checkout always try to tempt you? Like there's always candy and magazines right there at your eye level.
Exactly. This is done on purpose. The stores put the snacks and candy right at checkout because they know you're tired. Your brain is tired from walking around. You're thinking about everything else, and there it is. A beautiful chocolate bar just looking at you.
And you think, why not? I deserve a treat after this shopping trip.
Right. But if you have a list and you know what you're buying, you can say, "No, this is not on my list. I'm going to stick to my plan." And you walk out happier because you saved money.
So the habit is simple. Before you leave your house, take 5 minutes and write a shopping list.
Exactly. 5 minutes. That's all it takes. And suddenly your shopping is faster, you find things easier, and you spend less money.
I actually love this, and it's something everyone can do right now.
Yes. And here's the thing. You don't have to be perfect at it. Maybe the first week you remember your list and make it to the store. The second week, you forget. That's okay. Keep trying. It gets easier.
Nice, I like that. So now we're going to teach you some vocabulary words that are super useful when you talk about grocery shopping. These are words you will actually hear in the supermarket and in everyday life.
And we're going to give you example sentences so you can practice using them right away.
So our first word is overwhelmed. Can you explain that one?
Yes. Overwhelmed means you feel stressed or confused because there is too much happening, too much choice, too much information. It feels like too much for your brain to handle.
Okay, so example sentences with the word overwhelmed.
Yes. Example 1. I felt so overwhelmed when I saw 40 different types of bread in the supermarket.
Example 2. My mom gets overwhelmed by all the choices when she has to pick one cereal.
And example 3. Starting a new job can be overwhelming because you have so much to learn.
Nice. Okay, word number 2. Impulse.
Impulse is when you want to do something quickly without thinking about it first. It's a sudden feeling or decision. You see something and you just want it immediately.
Like when you see something you really want right now?
Exactly. Impulse buying is when you buy something because you see it and want it right then, not because you planned to buy it. It happens to everyone.
Okay, give me 3 example sentences.
Example 1. I try not to make impulse decisions at the supermarket because I always buy snacks I don't need.
Example 2. Buying that expensive coffee this morning was an impulse. I didn't plan to spend that money.
And example 3. My boyfriend makes a lot of impulse purchases when he's tired. He buys things without thinking.
That's so true. You know what you need, but you see something and boom, you just buy it. Good. Okay, word 3. Aisle. How do you spell that?
A-I-S-L-E. An aisle is the long walkway between the shelves in a store. You walk down the aisle to find what you need.
So like the cereal aisle?
Exactly. The cereal aisle is where all the cereal is. The milk aisle is where all the dairy products are.
Got it. Examples?
Example 1. The milk is in aisle 5. Walk straight back.
Example 2. I spent 10 minutes walking down the wrong aisle looking for pasta.
Example 3. My daughter always runs around the aisles while I'm trying to shop.
Yes, that's real life. Okay, word number 4, budget.
Budget. This is a really useful word. A budget is the amount of money you plan to spend. It's your limit.
So if I say my grocery budget is $40, I'm planning to spend $40 or less.
Exactly right. When you have a budget, you know how much money you can spend before you reach your limit.
Examples?
Example 1. My weekly grocery budget is $100 for my family.
Example 2. If you stick to your budget, you'll have money left for other things.
Example 3. I went over budget at the supermarket again because I bought too many snacks.
I feel that last one. Okay, final vocabulary word. Number 5.
The final word is checkout. This is where you pay for your things at the supermarket.
So the checkout line is where you stand with your basket and your cart before you pay.
Right. You go through checkout, the person scans all your items, and you pay. Then you leave the store.
Easy word. Examples?
Example 1. The checkout line was so long. I waited for 20 minutes.
Example 2. I always forget to bring my reusable bags to checkout.
Example 3. Please put your groceries on the belt at checkout so the worker can scan them.
Perfect. So we've covered 5 really useful words that you'll hear and use every time you go grocery shopping.
And you've learned one simple habit that will change how you shop. Make a list. 5 minutes before you leave your house.
This is going to save you so much time and money.
I promise. And here's something else. When you shop with a list, you actually feel better. You're not stressed. You're not wandering around. You know what you're doing.
That's really true. You feel more confident.
Exactly. And that confidence, that feeling of being in control, that's important. Because grocery shopping happens every week. Why not make it easier for yourself?
I mean, this is something you do at least once a week. For some people, twice a week. So if you can make it better, you should.
Yes. And a list makes such a big difference. It's not expensive. It doesn't take much time. You just need a piece of paper or your phone.
That's right. So here's what we want to know. We want to hear from you.
Yes. In the comments, please leave one honest sentence about your grocery shopping struggle. Maybe you get overwhelmed by choices. Maybe you can't find things. Maybe you always spend too much money. Maybe you hate waiting in the checkout line.
Just tell us one thing. One sentence, that's all. We really want to know what frustrates you most about grocery shopping.
And then try our solution. Make a list. Just once. Try it this week and see if it works for you.
And if it does, come back and tell us. We love hearing from you.
We really do. And we're so happy you spent this time learning English with us today. You just learned 5 important vocabulary words and one simple habit that will change your life.
Thank you for joining us on the English Podcast. We'll be back next week with another real-life topic that matters to you, something that you deal with every day.
Until then, good luck at the supermarket, and remember, a list is your best friend. You've got this.
And keep practicing these words. Say them out loud. Use them in your life. That's how you really learn English.
See you next time, everyone. Keep learning, keep growing, keep practicing.
Goodbye.
Bye.